Welcome back to another episode of Sorare Review. We have a bit of a weird one because we didn't have much going on midweek. A decent scores overall with the All-Star. 326 isn't actually that bad. At 381, I have a few basically Lucas Paqueta and John Arias. I think they're both in Brazil. Yeah, Palmeiras and Flamengo. Yeah, they're both in Brazil. And they've both been doing very good work so far since moving there. So I've kind of just jumped on and done a few of them. I'll go through set later. We've got somebody who's not even playing in the division they're meant to be in. But why has the screen done that? Nice. We go on to the last week. It didn't really go to plan. Obviously, I don't think anybody really predicted Bournemouth to beat Arsenal like they did. James Garner had... That's a bad score for him, but it's okay for everyone else. A 3-0 win for Man City and Haaland wasn't involved. And Anthony Gordon got subbed off. It wasn't what it was. Annoyingly, I had Pickford in the first game and he conceded the penalty within 60 seconds. Kind of ruined the week. Tonali didn't do great. Fernandes did good. Cunha did pretty good. And Kustanov was a last-minute swap because I think I want to say Ruben Diaz potentially there. What you will see is we've hit the target here. We got a good score here. We had Leon coming clutch with a clean sheet. Rongier, Guri, and Namasa was the only one which was bad. But that was a 16th and 17th place matchups. I was curious to see what would happen. Otherwise than that, we had a very good score in here. We would have hit the target twice. And we hit 407, so we've hit the streak for that. And we're back to 360 for Premier League. When we look at La Liga, we were 3 points away. I don't actually think it was 3 points. I think we were 2.16 points away. It's one of those consistent things that if I had captained anybody but Jude Bellingham, we hit the target, I'm pretty sure. Because it goes up by 50%. Yeah, we probably would have hit the target. It is what it is. You can't do it all the time. We had good scores overall, but it looks like a lot of people in La Liga were struggling because I'm 95 points ahead of 31st, which is just wild because that means that the 31st is on 260. That's crazy to me, but I struggle with this one as well. So we also hit a streak here, and you can see the one below, but we actually did pretty solid. It was Cardozo was the only one that didn't do great. I know it says do not play for Harry Kane. I had him in there because I got the card the day the Bundesliga games were happening. I saw he was on the bench, and I decided to stick with him because I thought he was going to come on and do something. In the end, it didn't really matter because this one was a good one apart from Cardozo. But we hit the target again with that. So we hit 2 targets. And then the beautiful thing here, 340 was the target, and it looks like it was not very stressful. When I tell you this, it was 5-1 to Colorado in the 90th minute. They conceded to make it 5-2, and I dropped from 343 down to 329, and I was like, oh, that's it. I've just lost the bonus that I was going to get for 340. And then Paxton Aronson gets found in the box in the last 30 seconds, and Navarro gets the goal to then tie it up, and get 6-2, and then it just jumps to 3-7-1. So overall, we're doing a lot better with I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 did not play. I expected Ian Murphy to probably jump on as a sub, so that was kind of a last minute thing. Jamal Ricketts didn't play for some reason. I don't actually know why he didn't. Sam Vines, that was a risky one. I just needed to fill out somebody who I had this season in-season card. But we got the 500, and you see we've got 1,000. So we will be doing that in a second. And I've changed the tactic a little bit because obviously I'm very heavy on Colorado. And when we look at the next game week, I've kind of split it up. So it's not just full Colorado team. I know that one is. Ignore that one. But it's completely different teams. A couple of LAFC, a couple of different teams, and all this sort of stuff. So he should be a bit more rotated. Even all of the Colorado players, apart from one team, are separated basically, and that is on purpose. I think that's one of my weaker points when I've been making these teams. like you'll see we've got pretty much all Colorado, almost all Colorado. So I think that will help. Moving on to All-Star. I need to get better players for this, or maybe stop doing some of the MLS ones and chucking them here potentially. Mark McKenzie red card did not help, but we had some decent scores. I actually got a lot of XP this week through the missions and stuff. But when we look over here, decent scores, and it doesn't really mean much, but we got a ton of projected rewards. It says 500. I mean, it's not. Like, we're going to have a lot more. But we'll jump in and do the limited, because I have some things here, so we'll see what we have. This is our first one for a while. I don't have enough of them, so I'm just going to pick this card here. And let's see who we get. Oh, it's not the best. I'm going to be honest. Was there one that was better? Honestly, I think I would have been happy with Dean and Paddleford. None of these were really that great. It wasn't the best one. I'm going to claim him. But that isn't the best one I've had. The positive thing is, he is a defender. And if you look at my lineups, I have a lot of, like, defender, like, position bits. So I might actually swap him for Jackson Travis or Noah Cobb. But basically, there's our limited one. So far in hot streaks with Stellar Knights, I've actually got to the 10-bit here. I lost it yesterday. We're starting out today with a couple of lineups as I'm recording this as I release it. We actually have quite a lot of like cards now. Like, we're up to like 455, so we're starting to get there. The only issue I have is a lot of them aren't great. As you can see, a lot of them are like very, very, very base, and there's only a few that are like decent. But like highest average score, we've got some decent cards overall, but like you can see that quite a few aren't actually performing as well. Like, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the top 18 basically don't even play. So it is what it is. I mean, I have got 3 Chris Richards because I'm pretty confident they're going to do well in the Conference League and stuff. But like, you can see the stars here. It's very rare we get any of the top ones. So we're not doing too bad. We're getting it bumping up. Like, it's only been like 14 days, I think. So it's not too bad. But we'll see it from there. But hopefully, moving into the next week, we should hope. I think the goal is to try to hit another MLS streak, because then we'll get 2 cards. It's going to be a push. I don't think it's going to happen because I've obviously got a lot of Colorado players and they are playing Inter Miami. But then at the same time, Colorado are in insane form recently, scoring an absolute fuck ton of goals. So we'll see. But I'm going to end it here. It wasn't exactly the best player we could have got, but it is what it is. We got the All-Stars set up for this today and tomorrow. Probably do some changes when the lineups get announced, but we'll see. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.